Hi guys, welcome again to my YouTube channel. Thank you for joining me. If you're new here, welcome. This is Chat with Christy. My name is Christiana, and on this channel I share informations about migration to the UK, migration to any part of the world. Yes. So I share informations about migration to the UK for those that are planning to come to the UK on a study visa or every other visa route. I share information. Kindly note that I'm not an immigration officer. I am sharing all of this information based on my own experience and gathering informations from other people that has been here or that is going through the process, right? So this is from life experiences sharing with you because you might be able to pick one or two things that would help you in your journey and in your processing. All right. It is possible that you don't exactly experience what we experience, right? But there is one or two lessons or information that will be useful for you in your journey. So thank you for joining me today. If you have not subscribed, you are on a long thing because you'll miss out on a lot and lots of interesting videos. So please do well to subscribe now. Click on the subscribe button, click on the notification bell to get notified whenever I drop new videos. Don't also forget to give this video a thumbs up. Yes, your thumbs up help YouTube to push out videos like this for more views. So please help to give this video a thumbs up and thank you for supporting your girl. All right. So, in today's episode, what I will be talking about are the things to have handy before applying for admission in UK university. Before you start applying for admission and starting your UK relocation processes, the documents that you should have handy, I will be mentioning them in this video. If this video looks like or seems like the one that you will love, please keep watching. All right, welcome back. So I will be talking about the document that you should have handy before applying or before starting your process to come to the UK. So yes, the first document that you should have handy is your international passport. Please, what is traveling without international passport? It is important. It's just like somebody that wants to eat. I not have your spoon or your cutleries or whatnot. So you need your international passport. And I know the struggles it is, the struggle to get international passports in Nigeria have been there. So I understand quite all right the kind of struggles that people go through to get international passports. So the earlier you start, the better. For those that are planning to come to the UK in September, for summer, for winter, for whichever season, start. The earlier you start, the better. There is no need for procrastination if you want your plans to be as fast as possible. All right. So first thing is to jump on it, start making your processes. And I know what it is like when you want to get an international passport. It took us months to get our international passports ready before we start making our plans and all of that. So the earlier you start, the better. If you can uh, fast track it, because that's the way we all have to. If you are looking for success in something, you have to pray to God to help you. I know God is going to help you, but Nigerian factor is always there. It doesn't make you less of a child of God. Because if you don't do it, some other people are going to do it, and your documents will be under. And that is the Nigerian factor that I am talking about. So, if you see somebody that wants to assist you in ensuring that it goes well, and then you are able to get it faster, you should also be able to appreciate the person. So do all that you need to do to ensure that your international passport is out on time so that your processing can start as early as possible, right? So now the next one is your degree certificate. Your degree certificate is important, especially if you're coming for an MSc program in the UK. You need your degree certificate. So you should start running. I know that another Nigerian factor is it is possible. Oh God, you know, me saying this just makes me remember mine, but to God be the glory. This was the time, as it was, it was almost the time that I was applying, and then I was asked to submit my degree certificate, and I thought it was just something I would just take, just travel to where my school is, that is at Ondo State, and then get in one day and then be back. And it took months to get my degree certificate as well. Yes, that's how, because during the time that I was planning to travel, they started this unending ASU strike, indefinite, and it lasted months. So that is why I'm saying that the earlier you get this, the better. That's what I'm saying. You should have it handy even before applying at all. You don't have the money for school fees. It is best that you have all of these things. Keep them in your wardrobe till when you are ready to start making plans for all of these things. So it is not only for those that want to start applying tomorrow and then you start running to get your document today. It doesn't work that way. You are going to be it is going to be a lot for you. Let me just put it that way. It's going to be a whole lot for you. So what you want to do is ensure that all of these documents that I'm mentioning are on ground. It makes your processing easier. It makes it smoother and it makes it faster, right? So you want to get your degree certificate, go to your school before ASU goes on strike again, like it did during my home time, and we had to wait till Jesus comes. This was last year. I was talking about last year. The ASU strike that was on for months, and they were just going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth over it. At a time, the administrative part of the schools also joined them, so there was no way certificate to come out, and it was, oh God, kind of case, right? So in order not for it to be like that, so I am sharing my own experience so that it will not be the case for you. Get your certificate, even though you don't need it now. There will be need for it sooner or later. So you should have it and keep it in your house in a very safe place. So another document that you should have and is your transcripts. Transcript is also important. All schools request for transcripts. All universities in the UK will request that you submit a copy of your transcript. So while you're processing for your certificate to be issued to you, also process for your transcripts to be issued to you. Do not forget the time factor. Please put time factor and Nigerian factor into consideration when getting all of these things. All right. So another thing I want to say is statement of purpose. That is your landing page. Landing page. We use landing page for those that has a website, and yeah, you know, um doing their marketing to get customers to their website to order for product and all of that. So after all of the marketing, the social media marketing, the place that the social media marketing will direct people to is the website, and that's the landing page. So your statement of purpose is your landing page. That is what the school, the admission unit in the school will read, will go through, and then find you to be qualified to be one of their students, right? So you want to sit down and do that as perfect as it can be. There are a lot of statement of purpose. There are a lot of examples of it on Google. Go on Google, ask questions. There are people that have been writing the statement of that are gurus, experts in this. You want to consult them to tell you how you can achieve a fantastic statement of purpose. Statement of purpose is good. It is possible that you have first class in your bachelor's degree, and you don't have a perfect statement of purpose. You will bounce you. So in order to avoid being bounced by school or we are sorry, we cannot take you at this time, all of these negative responses. In order to avoid that, you want to sit down and ensure that you have a perfect statement of purpose that captures um your academic your qualifications, your academic experience, the job, your work experience, your everything that you have achieved. It should be in there. It should be well written, easy to read, and explicit enough. All right. So make your research on how to get a point of purpose and make do with it. Okay. So after you must have done that, after you must have achieved a statement of purpose, and that is sitting pretty. So after you must have achieved all of those, then for married people, I need to mention this. For married people, in order to avoid running or being under undue pressure, you should also get all of your documents ready. If you are planning to come with your family, if you are planning to come with your husband or your children, then you should also have all of their documents ready. Now, for those that just got married and are planning to come to the UK, you need to do change of name. It's very important because you can't come here and change your name to and then to be able to make your processing with your husband faster, your name has to tally. So you should do a change of name. All of the document for change of name, your affidavit, newspaper publication, your marriage certificate, and then your NIN carrying your husband's name. You should have that handy. And if you already had an international passport that is carrying your name before you got married, you want to go and change that before you start processing at all. Because um, if that is not taken care of before processing starts, it might be a big issue, because after you must have done your processing, or you've achieved your processing to a certain level, then we now find out that, oh, the name on, and then they say no, they are not accepting it. It has to be the name you want to be using. And if you did not use your husband's name, it might be a problem with your husband when your husband is applying, right? So you want to just perfect everything before you come, so you don't have to start running helter skelter or being under undue pressure with name change or anything that has to do with it. So ensure that you have all of documentations for your change of name. Newspaper publication, it's that one is not difficult to do in Nigeria. It is easy to do newspaper publication, provided you can pay the amount of money that is needed to be paid. I think I did mine for 5,000 naira. Of Yeah, my husband, one of my husband's friend works at a tribunal, so he did that, and then I think he asked me to pay 5,000 naira. So it's not much of a big deal for those that are coming, and after you pay, I think it comes out 24 hours after, so it doesn't take any time. Then affidavit too is not a problem. Just go to all these court or secretariat. You see people that does affidavits, and make sure you get the genuine one. Affidavit done for change of name. Your marriage certificate is there. Apparently, you just got married, so you have that. And then the next thing you want to do is to go and change. For those that already had NIN, I had NIN before I got married. Then the next thing I did was to change my name, my surname, from my NIN to my husband's name. So after that is changed, that was when I was able to use it to process my international passport. Consider that's like a long way. Before NIN comes out, it takes time. NIN takes time. Even before you get captured self, it's wahala. Unless you know somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody in the ministry or whatnot. Okay. So, or in the secretariat. So what you want to do is you want to start the processing as early as possible. Change your name on your NIN as early as possible, so you can use that to process your international passport. And after you must have done that, then you can start applying to schools. All of those, you already have all of these documents ready. You can start applying to schools. And another thing that you should look out for, I already listed them out. Another thing that you should make sure that it is well prepared for before applying to schools is to UK university, is your school fees. Your school fees should be on. We know that there is no money, but the journey is worth it anyway. That's all I can say. The journey is worth it. Money is not anywhere, but if you can squeeze yourself, work towards putting everything together, and and you are able to scale through and come in here, you would know, you would agree with me that the journey is worth it. All right. So your school fee must be available at least, if not all. Nobody can get up, because we have some schools that pays £15,000. That's a lot of money. £15,000, £16,000, 13,000. So it's not possible for somebody that is not a politician in Nigeria to have, or a very big business mogul in Nigeria to have that kind of money, right? So, but if it is an average Nigerian person, at least you should have your deposits. Some schools, their deposit is like, if you are paying 13,000 euro, they might say their deposit is £3,500, which is, if you pay through from here, it is still bearable. Yeah, it is still something that is very, for an average person, it is still bearable. So when you get there, you start finding a bit. Although I will not tell you that you will find it easy, but at the end of the day, you will still be happy you took the step. So at least your school fees minimum deposit. While some school will request that they want 50. In fact, I think recently most schools has changed their pattern. Most schools as most schools that I know that takes 3,000, 4,000, or lesser than that are now requesting for half of the tuition fee. So let's say the tuition fee is £15,000. Most schools will say, to secure your place with them, to secure your admission with them at the initial stage, you should pay 50% on or before registration. That is huge. 50% of £15,000 would be £7,500. And by calculation in Nigerian money, that is about 7 million, maybe not up to, but somewhere around 7 million. That is for black market. But if you're paying through from here, then it should be reduced drastically. And even with the reduction, it's not like it will be 1 million or 2 million, right? It is still much, but I think that is the latest development with UK universities. So your school fees, find out about their payment plan. Some people will say you pay 30% at the initial, then you pay instrumental 20%, 30%, instrumentally in percentage. While some of you will tell you that they take 50% initial, then towards the end of the course, you will pay the remaining 50%. Make your findings about the schools and check out their payment plan and see which one is suitable for you. So another document that you want to have is your TB test, tuberculosis test certificate. That one is also important. UKVI will request for it. The school might not even request for it, but UKVI will definitely request for it. So you should put that into consideration and do it as early as possible. Um, I can't remember how much I did mine and my family the time. I can't really remember. I think it's about, is it up to 50,000 naira per person? Around that area, around that range. I can't remember if I paid 50,000 for all of us or 50 per person. I think it's around that range, but it is not very, very outrageous. It is still bearable for somebody that's planning to come to the UK. All right, your birth certificate. So some schools will request for it, while some schools will not request for it. And to cap it all, you need a dollar account. A dollar account. And the reason why I'm saying you should get a dollar account, open the dollar account as early as possible also, so that it will not drag you, it will not delay your processes. Is the reason why I'm saying this is because as time goes on, after you must have secured the admission and paid for school fees, and you've been given cars, and then it is time for you to now proceed to pay for your visa, you will need a dollar card. You will need a dollar card. I mean, yes, a dollar account where you get a dollar card from to pay for all of this. this thing. That is how I did mine. I had a dollar. I worked in the bank, so already opened an account even before now, and then I bought dollars. I put in there, and then when it was time for me to pay for my NHS and my visa fee, because you pay all of this in pounds, yeah, you pay in pound. There is no pound card in Nigeria. I don't know if some banks are now issuing pound card in Nigeria, but as at the time that we left, it was dollar card that was everywhere. So I got a dollar card, a dollar account card, and I called a prepaid card. So when you go to, I used UBA, so you can go to any UBA bank, any UBA, yes, any UBA to request for a prepaid card because you'll be needing both. You'll be needing both. There is, or if you are going with your family, there is a maximum limit of amount you can spend on your dollar card as well as your prepaid card. So if you are going with your family, you'll be spending so much. You are paying for a lot of money on a card. So you might not be able to pay for all at once. But if you want to achieve all of that at once so that your appointment date will be on the same day, so you want to pay for the visa fee and NHS fee so that your appointment they will be on the same day together with your family. Then you will need two cards: a dollar card that is attached to an account and a prepaid card that is not attached to an account. You just load it with the dollar funds, and that is it. So lastly, I would say it is not compulsory. This one is not compulsory, and it is not necessary, but some if you get into the UK, some jobs that you apply to my request that you provide a police report. So if you can, you should do a police report before you come in here. So it will help you if they request for it. But if you cannot, when you get there and they request for it, I think there is still a way around it. So this is all I have for you today on the document that you need to have handy before you start processing your admission to UK university. I hope you find this video helpful. If you do, please give this video a thumbs up, like, share, subscribe to this channel. Subscribe for more and more and more updates on how to come to the UK to a student visa and some other visa route. Thank you for joining me today. If you have any concerns, if you have any question, you need clarification on something, you need me to do a video on it, on something that bothers you or that you need clarification on, please drop it at the comment section and I will attend to them. Thank you for joining me today. See you in my next video. Bye bye.